So for me, it's strange to call it activism because it's just me caring about my people. My name is Siibii. I'm from Mistisney Cree First Nation. I'm two-spirit, trans, non-binary, and I'm a singer-songwriter. Your love's consistent. I also like to do work for my community. For me, music came first. When I was 13, my manager came through my territory on a speaking tour. He ended up speaking and creating music in each community that he came to. And that's the first time I ever recorded music and heard myself on a recording, which was really cool. And from that point on, I joined a band. I graduated from an art program in my high school. I actually released my first project mid-pandemic in 2020. I definitely really love pop music. I think that's also why with the fellowship it really aligned. The fellowship uses pop culture to move forward in creating awareness and bringing up the topic of social justice. I never saw myself as worthy. Only told stories. We were ugly and dirty. Never saw love on display. Didn't know there could be another way. Now I demand it. Because of the way our education system has to prioritize like the core courses, it deprioritizes sexual health, and that shows itself in our communities as like teen pregnancy, assault, not creating safe spaces or having safe spaces for people to talk about these things, and also not empowering our youth to have knowledge that they need to make choices that are safe for them. All I had to do was organize the event, and I created a resource specifically for my community that people can go to. And it was really lovely actually to be able to make a connection between the people whose job it is to ensure that this material gets to the USG and connecting them with my community members. My first release was under my former artist name and dead name, Angel Barabo. Since releasing that album, have come to discover my identity as a trans, non-binary, two-spirit person. That involved for me connecting to a new name. A friend of mine asked me if I didn't have the name Angel, what name would I have? And I told them that I would have the name Siibii because it means river. When I spoke to a record label about what this album is about, I was like, oh, it's about trauma and like having experienced trauma and sorting through it. And I don't think they liked that very much. That's part of my story, and how recovering from that is part of my story. My community gives me my strength. So I'm never bothered. For my new album, it really is processing what I experienced living in the reserve and the echoes of what that looks like now. I know some people might think that that's sad, but it feels very, very empowering to be the narrator of my own story.